Okay, Assalamualaikum and um, good morning, guys. So basically, today is a replacement class. The subjects of MRI 3074 and new media. So I might be busy, I guess, on this coming Wednesday. So I suppose it is better that I do the pre-recorded classes, recorded class today, and I will upload it on the link as usual. I will upload the link as usual on the WhatsApp groups and the Facebook group as well. So basically today is more on the explanations on the most essentials of the second assignment, which is assignment 2, um, which is the business model canvas. And hopefully you guys already check out the videos that I upload uh, on this Facebook, basically on this Facebook uh, quite recently, not quite recently, uh, 2 weeks ago, I guess. The first video is explanations about the business model canvas from your seniors, and the second one is the case study of Penang successful story on how they transform their community microeconomy and transform their state of economy to be the success. So basically, the title on the on my YouTube channel is a new media explanations on activities for community in Penang, Malaysia. So hopefully you guys already check out those two videos. Um, and hopefully the first videos, which is the BMC and UVP, which is unique value proposition business model canvas, and unique value propositions, which is the interaction class that I did with your seniors last few SEMs. So hopefully it will give you more input. But today I might as well explain an extra bit, extra length on what is business model canvas and what is the unique value propositions. So and about the end of these sessions, I will um, show some sample of the assignment 3, which is assignment 3 by your seniors, which is assignment 3 basically require you to come up with lots of visualizations on how you're going to do um, social media marketing, and how you're going to uh, play around with the visualizations on the social media platform, for example, such as Facebooks, Instagram, TikToks, and etc. etc. Okay, as I put it on the writing on the Facebook here, which is the empathy maps, the tool that lead to innovations, which is the business model canvas. Other than is part of the tools nowadays that not only designers can also access or using this tool to come up with the ideas on how to expand the how to expand their activities. When you try to rebrand a cafe, for example, you try to rebrand a cafe, a coffee cafe, or try to rebrand services, for example. You need this kind of model to help you to understand what is the importance of the importance of a few factors that can affect decision makings, design solutions, and innovations in the ends of your, branding the branding the services or branding the products. um this giving the advantage to the designer basically when you applying this social media marketing, when you applying this business model canvas. It's not only that giving an advantage for designer, because long time ago, basically, for example, in my time when used to be a designer, I don't really have, this knowledge. So basically this knowledge uh, were coming from the marketing departments. And when it's coming from the marketing department, usually the marketing and management control the production process, the design process. It's almost like, what I want to say is, the marketing and the management can influence your decisions on design process, which is, as a designer, we are very, we don't feel comfortable when have come up with the design ideas, the design concept, but somehow the management and the marketing decide that they need to change the design concept and the design ideas because they thought it was not benefit to the marketing process. But turn out today, um, designer have this opportunity to, to tell to the marketing people and to tell to the management people, we already did our research. As a designer, we not just do design, but we also do the research. We come up with the business model canvas. We come up with the unique value propositions that's similar to the marketing and management concept. So in other words is, you the marketing departments, or you the marketing guys, you no longer cannot, you no longer can't mess with us, because we have now as a designer, we have this knowledge, we have this tool about the marketing and management, so we decide what we want. But of course, as I said, most of in my lecturing, which is require a collaborations to come up with these unique value proposition. And of course, you have to collaborate with your user, you have to collaborate with your customer, and you have to collaborate with the marketing and management people as well. But nowadays, because you have this tool with you, so somehow the marketing and management are no longer no longer cannot, you know cannot put you away in the decision making of the design process and the design production, which in my time, usually when the management and marketing have a meeting, usually designer was not involved. Only the representative of the designer, such as art director or creative director, was involved in the meeting. But today, uh, the situation have been turning. So that so I'm gonna say it here. Yes, correct. Business model canvas can describe your service or product at your first start and analyze your directions, which is in this sections of pain reliever, or which is a problem you might face or user might face, and what is the best solution to tackle the issue. Then the infrastructure of the business are the key activities, key resources, and key partners. So let's see what is the pain relievers. So, for example, let's say you try to help Malaysians hotel and tourisms and you know hotel tourisms and the industry. So that's other than we have the what we call it as a holiday bubble when the government announced of the Langkawi as part of the initiative to launch the uh, the economic bubble. So you must consider a few factors before just to take measures on what is happening on the COVID-19 situation. For example, what is the current news? Where is the place that your customer should be avoiding going to? For example, maybe there's too many people at the same time. So this is what happened. You have the pain relievers actually in these sections of pain relievers. Basically, you already have in mind what you plan to do. Of course, you gotta do the research first. You gotta do a survey. You gotta do some interviews if you can. But you can also googling. You can Google. You can find out the latest news. And in doing that, maybe you want to put a technology to help with these matters. For example, I went to the Genting Highland recently for the international student. If you don't know, Genting Highland is one of the tourist spot in Malaysia. It's in a highland, so it's a bit chilly up there, a bit cold up there, and usually Malaysian love to to go there because of the not only the chilly and cold environment, but because of the indoor theme parks. And nowadays they have the outdoor theme park in collaboration with the not Disney World, in collaboration with Fox movie, if I'm not mistaken. um so I want to go to the basically my daughter want to go to the winter wonderland, which is what every 1 hour they will throw away a synthetic snow. So everyone was kind of into the trend right now, which is taking, of course, selfie takes you know anything that related to Instagrams and all that. And I found out it's quite a hassle. It's quite difficult to go to this winter wonderland and at least to go outside to the new theme park because of the long queue, and there's no proper system from the management. um, at least they should come up with the proper system of numbering. For example, today you can just people can just download an apps. The management can can download the apps and the application, any apps that have related to numbering, so that they don't have to queue. When I went there, to check out this winter wonderland, it's already a long queue. It's almost like 500 meters queue before the opening time for people to go to this to this winter wonderland to experience this synthetic snow. um if they have at least use, ask people, or ask the user, ask the guest, or ask the customer to at least check in at the apps, not the application that the Genting develop, but you can just make use of many application that's available in the Google apps, for example, in the Apple store, for example. Just make use one of it, provide the numbering system so that people, they check in with the numbers, they register, they book, they do the bookings. I understand it was like 250 people specs were allowed to go one time during that 1 hour, if I'm not mistaken. So if there is a proper systematic numbering system, at least I can do the bookings. Then I can uh, then I don't have to stay and queue at the long queue there. So I can go somewhere else. I can go to Five Guys restaurant, for example. Then when my time is come, then I can just go to the queue line. So that is what we call it as a pain relievers. In the pain relievers, not only you provide a proper system, but you make use of the technologies. There's a long explanations about pain relievers over there. And the second one here is the infrastructure of the business, key activities, key resources, and key partners. Key activities, the most important activities in the executing a company value propositions. Three keys that are important to define, to start define your product or services, and must be evaluated or predetermined before you proceed with your product, which is number one is create a business plan outlining the key opportunities, activities, strategies, as well as initial financial projection for the business. So it is important before start of your branding, start of your when you start rebranding the services, or you start rebranding a coffee cafe, for example. You must do the mappings, the touch point or channels of your product, like where it will be, where it will go to reach your customer, how customer get access to it. So uh, you must outlining the key opportunities. So it's so important to understand the nature of your product or business. For example, to what happened today when COVID-19 struck us, many companies closed for business, and then they don't know how to channel out, basically to channel out their service or product. But in a contrary, a small business, even if you're selling a small vendors selling foods, are getting more income and more opportunities because they already have an established channel or touch point such as Grab Food, Food Panda, and etc. etc. Basically, this is your key activities and key partners. So the Grab Food, the Food Panda is your key partners. In fact, back in 2019, back in 2020 and 2021, many established uh, fashion house close to business, and in contrary, there are many small fashion house start registering, start register as a company that involved in the social media marketing. So imagine the big fashion house was closing, for example, in Malaysia, the famous MNG, basically a woman's apparel clothing line, was closed most of their outlet in Malaysia, and they're going back to United States, uh, and but somehow, according to some of the latest business news, during the closing of the big fashion house, there are many small businesses, fashion house, start register as a social media business platform. It's because they're being utilized, these key partners, which is the social media platform, as part of their marketing tools and marketing platform. Um, so you might want to consider that when you're doing your uh, when you're doing your uh, you know gains, your gain characters, for example, your product and services. Um, and I will continue with my explanation here, which is even big multi-millionaire fashion house lost their profit during the pandemic periods and too late to go fully online as a fashion is not the main commodity during COVID-19 and food is the main priority rather than clothes. That is why fashion house is still looking for direction to sell clothes and maintaining their profit value. Yep. And the second one that you must look on while you are doing your unique value proposition is the key principles of business model canvas is to concentrate on quality rather than quantity because it was true basically. Today quality of service is really being looking forward or sought after rather than quantity. So user is looking more for quality of service and how they can be part of the production services. For example, it helped me to document my startup journey so I can easily modify it as I go along. Yes, correct. BMC can help you identify a few key importance of your business plan, which is by identify who is your best business partners, key activities that can help boost or popularize your service or products. And in fact, um, the business model canvas can also helps to execute your steps of your rebranding, steps of your services to make the idea available to the markets. Um, so let's see. For example, here, uh, this is the business model canvas that being designed or being created by your seniors for the product for the Bear products and services. Um, let me zoom in. Okay, it's a cosmetic line. Concentrate or focus in the uh, lipsticks. So looking at the products and services information, here we have the lip matte lipsticks and lip gloss and the um, section here is the target to the career woman, teenager and housewife. And if you're looking at the pain reliever, you have the apps to help you, as I mentioned earlier. Make use of the apps, make use of the websites, Facebook's Messenger and everything that you can get your hands on to smoothen the process, to make the process much more uh, available, easier for the user to access your products. Then if you go to the customer unrealized gains, um, in these sections, you must put the um, what is the benefits of the benefit that you offered, the product benefit that you can offer to your customer. For example, and unsolved pain for the which is hire more agents as described by your seniors. uh, each state have hired 2 to 3 agents, enlarge the productions and improve our technology. And things that you must consider, which is on the sections of unsatisfied job, is late delivery, uh, so you can propose a new idea, such as you can customize the delivery time. Maybe the user, they don't have times on the weekdays because they are working, but you provide a late delivery time, which is after works, in case there is a insufficient stocks for the vendors, for the sellers, for example, for the resellers. There is a production lines that aware of the situations, and you always try to make, try to be, uh, what to say, you have to be like an extra miles in front of your competitors. So you have to be really ready, make yourself or your services or your product ready and available, so that you can compete with the competitors. So this is the business model canvas. So that's my explanations on the business model canvas. And need to recap on the videos explanations about Penang, how the small community involved in the microeconomy projects and so on. In fact, if you listen to my explanations on the videos Penang um, about the Penang community projects and how they turn the community projects into a small business. Uh, generally, generally the ideas was using creativity as part of the problem solutions. Uh, you know, to do the viral marketings, and other than that, the if you're looking into the design process, or if you're looking into the design production process, you can see which is it's not very complicated actually. What Penang have been done is it's not really complicated, but they at least they come up with something. They come up with the competitions, or whereby people can participate, almost like people all around the world come to participate on the competition, which is one of the competition that I realize on the videos is the container design, the container competitions. So the community project competition. So this is a simple approach, to bring, not only to attract user attention, but to bring people to Penang to participate by using, by using creativity as the design solutions. And in doing that, they come up with the design process, which is, for example, one of the simple but effective design process is the idea of introduce the local hero. If you can notice in the videos, there is a painting about the guy was selling, uh, selling bread on the motorbikes. He have been selling bread at those community in Penang State, in that area, and the artist was painting painting his photo on the side of the building, and make it the idea was to try to make it him as a local hero, and to support the community projects. So this is a new unique value that people outside of Penang will come over, try to experience this unique value that offered by a local community. They have a local heroes, apa ni, the paintings on the wall of the buildings, and They make use of they restore the old building in Penang. So this is a new value propositions that somehow giving uh, what to say is giving the people from outside of the Penangs a chance to experience this new value, which they don't have it. For example, if I'm from Selangor, most I can see in Selangor and KL is other than the bricks, the brick forest, or the what to say is most of it was concrete jungle. But when I went to Penang, I can experience the old building, the old shops that have been rebuilt. They color it, they make it, they preserve it. So I have this experience the old colonial building, old colonial shops, which I don't uh, that I'm can't see anymore at KL or in Selangor state. So this is the unique value propositions that what the creativity and design can give to the local community and can give to the people as a new experience. Okay, basically we are done with the business model canvas. So I'm going to show you some examples of the um, your seniors example on the assignment 3. Okay, let's see. Um, Try this one. Okay, internet a bit slow here. So basically, your senior have the website and mobile phone layout, Facebook layout, YouTube layouts, Instagram layout, TikTok layout, and Shopee layouts. That's why I said earlier that this have to be the group project because there are many people was need to be many members need to be involved in doing these layouts and design solutions. For example, for the websites and mobile phone layouts, you need to design uh, how it will look like in the, if the user access via websites on the laptops, and how it will looks like if the user was access the website through mobile phones. You have to show this in your presentations. Facebook layout usually, there are some difference between the websites and the Facebook layout, that you must consider. For example, for the websites, you can put much more information compared to the Facebooks, which is very limited when you need to share some informations. But website, of course, you can put many informations, a lots of buttons, a lots of interface on the websites. But for the Facebook layout, for example, you already have the auto buttons, etc., etc. But you have the opportunities to play around with the videos and all that. So you must um, utilize, you must utilize this opportunity of using the videos or whatever the Facebook was offering today. So the layout was a bit different compared to websites in a sense. And in fact, the YouTube layout uh, might be different from the websites and the Facebooks, because YouTube's, other than you do the videos, the vlog, for example, but you need to do the simple banners design for the YouTubes. And of course it's gonna be, you're gonna be putting the logo, the branding, the color brandings, the color concepts and all that in a small banner of the YouTubes. And when it's come to the Instagram layouts, it is important for me to say, which is on the first page of the Instagram. Usually you already explain about the products, what is the products, who is managing these Instagrams, which company and all that. And after the first page, the second page, you can play with the image or videos and all that. I think same goes with the TikToks, pretty much or pretty similar to the Instagram layouts. Add this small banner, add this small space. Uh, you need to provide the three essential information, which is the logo, the brandings, the color concepts, the branding colors, and everything must be provided in the small banner. This is very contrary to if you design a bunting, a banner, poster, for example. And of course, it was different in term of business when it's come to business transaction, such as for example Shopee layouts. Of course, in the layouts you already come up with the promotion items of your services or promotions on the new coming launching products, and etc, etc. So the Shopee, the Food Panda, the Grabs, or the Lazada and all that, although you must consider the aspects of your branding, such as the branding colors, the logo and all that, but at the same time you already provide promotion stuff. So it was more about promoting stuff for the Shopee, Lazada layouts and all that. So there you go. So kind of show you some more example. Let's see what we have here. Maybe we try the rojak. So for the international students, this is Malaysian famous street foods. Other than it was cheap, it was really tasty, and it was simple. And usually you can find this at the night markets or the small vendors at the street side. So um, as you can see here, your senior was proposing the informations about the uh, this roja, which is the street food, but in a proper presentations. So you can see the different layouts when it's come to website layouts, and more on the layouts of the websites on the mobile phones. So you need to present the look and feel of these products on how it will look like on websites and all that, so that the clients or your bosses or your creative directors or your art director have basically have the idea what it will look like in the ends. It is also important that you design this for the non-designer, for of what we call it as a um, non-designer user, for example the client, because the client basically they don't have the uh, basic knowledge about design. So when you present a social media marketing projects, it is important you play around with the visualization so that they have a general ideas on what their product will look like. uh, on Foodpanda is quite different compared to the websites. If you are proposing that the small vendors, you are proposing them to to actually sell their products on the online platform, so you need to come up with the visualization such as this one, Instagrams and YouTube's. Remember, you always have the opportunity not only to advertise on the YouTube, uh, in the as like a simple TV commercial kind of advertisement, but you can also do the advertisement in a forms of vlogs, which is uh, uh, the challenge. You can do the mukbang challenge. You can do the how to do a simple rojak in 3 minutes challenge. So this is the opportunity that you make use, and part of the pain reliever consider as, and make use of Facebook, for example, the videos, the live. Maybe if you planning to propose your client to do an into a live introductions of the products, so a Facebook live, for example, maybe you should start uh, visualize on how it will look like when it's go live. I mean, what the you try to visualize the production aspects of the when launching or when introduce these products on the live Facebooks. So it should be visualizations on that. Visualizations on the, why not? Yeah, visualizations on the watch, the Apple Watch. Yeah, Shopee layouts as usual, and how it will look like on the first page. The introductions um, should be, the first introduction to the user should be bold, should be interesting, should be grab the user attention at the moment they're looking at the first page of the introductions. you know as an advertising student, you are well versed, you are understand the concepts of how to attract the user attention, how to make it bold, how to make it interesting at the first touch of the page. So there you go, guys. Expressions. So coming soon, I think I owe you guys an explanations on unique value proposition, um, which is on unique value proposition. Basically, more on the. Don't know if I already did the explanations on unique value proposition, which is the key activities. I did before. I think the unique value propositions on the key partners, key activities, and today is the business model canvas. And remember to upload your ideas. If you already upload the logos, but maybe I was too busy not to comment on your logo, just carry on. Just pick the best logo that you think, just carry on, and do the oh yeah, I already explained about the value propositions. And there's a video as well about the value propositions. So yep, that's it. Value proposition, unique value proposition have been explained, and today is the business model canvas also have been explained. Yep, that's it. So see you guys when I see you. So thank you for your time and goodbye.